Hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to the Long Dark. We're playing through the Wintermute campaign. We just finished episode 1, escaping out of Milton, and we got attacked by a bear. Welcome to Canada, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so episode 2. Mackenzie's search for Astrid takes him deeper into the savage wilderness. A mysterious trapper may be the key to finding Astrid, but can he be trusted? And what about the bear? We're gonna continue playing on the easiest difficulty. Let's go. We're gonna see the song again? It's the same as last time, right? It's the same as last time. We don't need to watch that again. Alright, we got a fire.
Bear.
Hey.
Damn it. Not again. Not the lights.
Hey.
All good. Bear!
Easy. Take it easy.
Who are you?
Name's Mackenzie. I'm the one who saved you from the bear.
Yeah. You kill it?
I don't think so. But I hit it. Maybe scared it away.
Not the way you shoot.
Glad your memory's coming back.
Shit. He got me good this time.
This time?
Yeah. Me and the old bear go back a ways. There's unfinished business between us.
I bandaged you up, but you're in bad shape. Is there anywhere to get medical help?
What? You mean like a hospital? Out here? Nah, nothing like that.
I see you have a radio. Can we call for help?
No. Radio's been dead for the past few days. I can't raise any of the usual channels. I'm not sure why.
Well, you'll need some stronger meds to avoid infection. And for the pain.
You some kind of doctor?
No. But I've been around doctors enough to know you'll be in trouble soon. Unless you get some better help than I can give you.
Yeah. Right. Well... closest help is probably in Milton. Back the way you came.
There's nobody left to help you there. The town's pretty much deserted. There was a fire and...
Damn. The next town's days away. I'm wrecked. But if you leave now, you might be able to...
You won't last days like this. Must be another way.
There's someone who might help. But we can only reach them by radio.
So, we're back to where we started. There's got to be somewhere nearby that might have medical supplies, or another radio we can use.
You might find some comms gear, or parts, in the old Carter Dam. It's probably ancient stuff, though. That place has been abandoned for years. We used to have a first aid room. Might still be some old meds there, too. Something strong enough to maybe numb this pain.
Hang in there. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Antibiotics for the infection?
Wait. The old bear. He's still out there. He'll be wanting to finish the job.
Okay.
Here. Take my rifle. You won't kill him, but you might scare him off again.
Right.
Watch out. The dam. Unstable.
Wait, what? What do you mean unstable? Damn it. He's passed out.
And this is what happens on a daily basis in Canada. Are you really a Canadian man if you don't have a lifelong vendetta against the bear? Is it really Canada if you're not engaging a bear in hand-to-hand combat on a daily basis? Alright, he says to take the gun, and my clothes are gone. My rabbit hat is gone, and my rabbit gloves are gone. Alright, so the gear doesn't carry over. All that gear that I was carrying, it does not carry over. I have no food. I have one crunchy stuff bar. And that's it. So we're back to square one. Square zero, actually. We're back to square zero, but we do have a gun. Yeah, rifle. 40% condition. 2 in the clip. Let me just grab more ammunition. A stripper clip. Man, this thing's ancient. Well, if it fires, it's fine. Storm lantern. I don't have yet. Nope, I don't have a storm lantern anymore. We do have a workbench here, though. And I've forgotten how to craft rabbit clothes. What's the point of learning that stuff in episode 1? If you're just gonna literally forget everything in episode 2. Nothing on the shelves. Nothing in the locker. I'm gonna take his food, right? A cooking pot. Okay, if we have a cooking pot, I don't need 2 cans. Let me drop a can. I usually want to keep like 2 cooking containers on me at all times. There's a map there. Interesting. So we're there, the dam is there. Oh, is it a blizzard outside again? I just started, man. I just started the episode. What's going on outside?
That trapper's my key to getting out of here.
Holy
He
crap,
better
it's
not die
windy.
on me.
It's super windy. Search bin. Rifle cartridge. It's not a... How much is in the lantern? Half a liter? This is only 0.09. Alright, now it's 0.59. So again, I've played this game before, and so I know where everything is, but interesting. The map gives us a few landmarks, that's useful. Let's do that, right? Let's go follow the landmarks, go to the camp office, and then go to the lookout, and then we go to the dam. And I have no clothes. Took all my clothes away and it's super windy now. Good one, video game. Thanks for nothing. Nothing there. Let's try not to freeze to death. Keeping an eye out for any loot. So there's a fire. I forgot to check if there was an infinite fire. I believe there was an infinite fire back at the trapper's hut. But the trapper's hut is at the the bottom left corner of the map. So although there's an infinite fire there, it's really not practical to walk all the way back just to cook something. So we might make more of our own fires in this episode. I lost the magnifying glass. Can't believe the inventory doesn't persist from one episode to the next. Maybe it'll be too easy though. Maybe if you are allowed to keep your inventory, it would make the subsequent episodes too easy. But still. Dead 4 area. Another pot. Right, let me drop the can. We have 2 pots, good news. There's a wolf over there. I don't know if the wolf is hostile. So we are in episode 2 now. I don't know if the wildlife starts being hostile or not. We can find out. Alright, he's there. Not gonna find out. So far so good. There's the lookout tower, and then there's the camp building, the camp office. So here, camp office, lookout tower, right? So these are the landmarks. We're at half body temperature. Let's get inside before I freeze to death. Warm up a little bit in here. There are buildings on the lake as well. Fishing huts, and then more huts on the other side of the lake. A rifle cartridge. Frozen angler, fleece mittens. Catch a fish at a fishing hole in an ice fishing hut.
Thank goodness.
Alright, food. I have a storm lantern, I don't need another one. Park notice. Due to unusually cold weather this year, we are shutting down Mystery Lake Provincial Park a little earlier than usual. Make sure all the campers are packed up and ready to bug out by rail truck. Anyone left behind will have to get out on foot, not a nice prospect. As per the usual procedure, lock up all lake cabins and make sure all provisions are stored in bear-proof containers. And please take the flag down this year, we had to replace it after last winter, the winds just tear it to shreds. After you've finished closing down the camp, make sure to check in at the Forestry Service lookout as requested. Apparently those guys think someone's been using their lookout to store hunting gear and drying old animal skins. Man, I don't envy you. That backwater posting. Great Bear has sure gone downhill since the quakes. It sure has. We have a stove here.
This'll come in handy.
Line, fishing tackle, hook. More lantern fuel. Wood matches. Let me just take a few more matches. Lantern. Refuel. Right. Scrap metal, reclaim wood.
Could end up being useful.
We can... Cured gut scrap metal. Wait a minute. I can't make a fishing tackle? I can make hooks and lines, but not fishing tackles. How do I combine them? Wait, what? Why can't I make a fishing tackle? You just have to tie the hook. Tie the hook on the line. A fire log.
Hope I can still eat this.
Link to cabin number 3. Key to link cabin number 3. So now I have to find all the keys to the cabins. Another pot. Can, crackers. Alright, that's everything here, right? Books, shelf. Nothing there.
This stuff will come in handy.
Thermal underwear. I just put that on. Alright, good. Smart man. Socks. Another stove up here. Trail boots. I don't know if that's better than what I have or not.
I could use this.
Bedroll 86%. Cargo pants. If we ever find ourselves in a blizzard with spare time, we can repair some of these clothing. Crunchy stuff, tea, rifle cartridge. Oh, I didn't read it. I didn't read it. Wait, what? Why does it quit out all the time? Examine. The Mystery Lake region is an alpine valley, average altitude of 1,200 meters above sea level, named for the large lake that dominates its southeastern quadrant. The region is fringed by mountains on the west and south, and the foothills of the Inner Island Range to the north and east. The region is bisected by a section of the north-south line of the Trans-Island Railway. The region's main characteristics are its heavily forested and hilly terrain, as well as abundance of wildlife. The region's high altitude leads to low average temperatures, as well as some of the coldest nighttime temperatures on Great Bear Island. Heavy snowfalls are common. Well, that doesn't sound good. The Mystery Lake area is a popular summertime destination with campers and hikers, but the area largely shuts down during the winter months due to its inaccessibility. There are no major roads connecting the area to the more populated regions in the adjoining valleys lower in the mountain chain, so the area is primarily accessed by dedicated hikers willing to make the long trek that winds along the medium to advanced level trails from the nearest town of Rupert's Landing. How do you get supplies up here then? How do you get food and water up here? The region's harsh inaccessibility has been both a blessing and a curse over the years. Until the railway line was blasted through in the 1930s, the area was largely a pristine and untouched wilderness. But the lack of amenities or a standing population made it difficult for any real permanent infrastructure to take root. A project to link the Mystery Lake area with a secondary highway network crisscrossing between the various mountain valleys was abandoned due to the geological instability of the steep mountains and cliffs. The highways caused landslides that were a continuous threat to the project's viability. And the highway project was abandoned after only a few kilometers of roadway had been cleared. In the 1960s, ambitious industrialist Richard Carter selected the Mystery Lake area for a new hydroelectric project meant to provide power to a large mining operation in the next valley. The lake's continuous replenishment by a vibrant aquifer network, as well as mountain streams that channel annual spring runoff, made Mystery Lake a natural reservoir with untapped hydroelectric potential. Yet other than a small test dam constructed in 1962, this project was abandoned when the region's inaccessibility and seismic instability made it cost prohibitive. To this day, apart from the railway line that passes through, the only connection between Mystery Lake region and the adjoining valleys are the hiking trails that pass through the mountains. These trails often become impassable during the winter months due to cold temperatures and heavy snowfall. Also, due to the region's generally uninhabited nature, wildlife have not become habituated to the presence of humans, which can make them threatening. Hikers and campers are warned to avoid the area during the winter months, as well as to store all food and waste in bear-safe containers. Well, that sounds bad, doesn't it? Okay, so we looted this building. Where do we go next? 55%, 98% with the new fleece mittens. Mackenzie's boots. So my boots are better than those boots. Let me drop what I'm not wearing. So I am not wearing those, not wearing those. Okay, back outside. We did get a side quest to fish. To catch 5 kilograms of fish. And that's kind of like a tutorial. I'm not going to do that right now. I might do that later. So there's all that stuff out there. But apparently the lake cabins are locked and we need keys to open them anyway. So let's go to the tower next. The watchtower. And see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. Well, maybe we go to the train first. There might be wolves along the way. Alright, eyes open. I don't see any wolves, but you never know, could be on the other side of the train. Nope. Okay, so far so good. Nothing. There's...
I think I can use this.
sewing kits. Not food, right? They give you a gun in this episode. I guess they expect you to hunt. Now, how do we get up there? We need to find the path up. Is this a path? No. Hmm. How do you get up there? I don't remember if it's this side or the other side. Let's walk around the base of this hill. Try and find a way up. I do see that caboose over there. Oh, it's too steep. Crap. Climbing steep hills is not recommended. There's a sprain risk. Also, this is not how you're supposed to get up. This is not how you're supposed to climb up here. There is a path, by the way. There is a road up to the top of the tower. And this isn't it. I shouldn't be doing this. This is not the game to be doing this sort of thing. If you fall, you take a lot of damage. Yeah, no, this is not the time or the place. Although the good thing is, when you're in somewhere where you're not supposed to be, you're far less likely to be attacked by wolves and bears. Because you're not supposed to be here. The animals don't come up here. Alright, we've gotten up to the top of the hill via the wrong way. I think I want to go this way. The path up is actually this way. And I know this because I've played this game before. Maybe this is not the right idea. Might be too late. I mean, I saved there. Might be a bad idea though. Yeah, I can get up here. Alright, here's the road. Okay, here. This is the road up the hill. Sun came out. Nice. Getting a little bit late. Also, I should take a break. Alright, let's get up to the top and then we'll take a break. What a beautiful day. There's a ruined watchtower out there. I don't know if there's gonna be a wolf up the top here. Let me just get this back out, just in case. Nothing down there, right? Forestry lookouts. Let me look around. Nope, nothing there. So this counts as indoors. Hank's lockbox key, really. Illegible note. The text on this note is largely unreadable. If this message was meant for someone, hopefully they were able to decipher it. Fortunately, there are a handful of recognizable landmarks and a bold arrow pointing to a large X. Okay. Where's the X? There. I have to walk back for it. Find the cache near the entrance to the forlorn muskeg from Mystery Lake. Okay. Sewing kits, pork and beans, pork and beans. There is firewood up here.
What have we here?
Thermal underwear. Don't I already have thermal underwear? Cloth. Accelerant. Trail boots. I need a key for a lockbox. Alright, check my underwear. 94%, 84%, 78. This one's slightly better. Drop to 78. 98, 81. Drop to 81. What did I do? Drop to 81. Okay, so there's nothing good up here right now. Oh, rifle cartridge. Let me take a break. When we come back, we continue walking towards the dam. Okay, I'll see you next time. Did I check this?
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Energy bar. Alright, I will see you next time.